A movement in search of equal rights for all women.
Equality in everything, in work, in family life, in religion.
A feminist or someone who believes in feminism should fight for the rights of everyone. Believe in the respect for the rights of all human beings, that is both women and men and others, but with a focus on women.
Equal rights for women internationally in all aspects of life.
For me, feminism is about embracing the rights of everyone but focusing on women because they are mostly marginalized.
It's like no, big fat no.
Some countries, it's probably still a word that people haven't even heard of, and if they have, it's definitely not widely accepted.
The idea of just the basic tenets of equality and feminism are not recognized, and I mean to some of my even female friends, they're laughable. They just can't imagine that there would ever be that kind of equality.
I think in places like the U.S., maybe it's gaining some ground.
I think it should be a widely accepted movement.
Because many people see it as a very radical idea.
They definitely painted this picture of a feminist as sort of like a joyless, unattractive woman.
Feminists who espouse extreme views tend to get a disproportionate amount of press, which then further alienates people who are looking for an excuse to be alienated. Middle-class white men, to begin with, I think they take a lot of things quite personally in that regard. And also conservative women. I mean, I have quite a few friends who are very conservative socially or religiously, and they feel very alienated by some branches of feminism, to the point where even though when you speak to them, they actually are feminist in what they say and what they think and what they believe and what they want, they don't choose to identify as feminist because of the way that feminism is sometimes portrayed.
Men have gotten very comfortable with the idea that attention should always be focused on them and their needs. And so just the idea of a women's movement and women asking for, consideration of their bodies and their health and their freedom, for some reason that to people seems offensive. And it's,
in school when you study when women got the right to vote in the U.S., they mean white women, and that there's a problem with that, The way it's portrayed in the media is very, man hate, exclusion of men.
So I think other people have a problem with feminism because they think feminists like women and promote the rights of women and hate every other person.
Okay.
and if a modern feminist movement wants to include more people, they should have the people that are deciding the direction of the movement should be as diverse as they can make it. Show people how feminism would benefit them and everybody.
I think by focusing on the core values of equality for everyone, we tend to get off a lot of times on red herring fringe type discussions that may be very important in the long run, but in the short term, if we could focus on the things that are actually important to a particular community at a particular time, and leave some of the bigger things for later, I think we could accomplish more by focusing on what's right in front of us instead of getting caught up arguing about some of the things that are harder for everyone to agree on.
Men could feel more comfortable with feminism if they get to understand that feminism is not all about women, but they are also included in the whole concept of feminism. That is on that, or if they become more aware of what feminism actually is, then they will see that it's not a problem because it's for everyone, not only women. By reading, by studying issues concerning women, by working more with women and girls, by educating the public or the population about feminism, to change mindsets about stereotypes like towards feminists. Because when mindsets are changed and people get to understand what feminism actually is, and then they will see that it's okay to be feminist, or it's okay to believe in feminism. I think my views of feminism get better and better every day. For example, this summit we're having here, I've learned a lot about what other people think about women and men, and so I think my knowledge is improved and my idea of feminism is getting wider by the day.
So much. That was great.